maybe everyone's settled their differences and I can finally go outside. All right, let's do it. Here we go. And I'll just get Instacart. Follow the affiliate link in the show notes below to create your account with Instacart today. Do all your shopping without leaving your house.
Coming to you live from my apartment. This is the short news with Alex Mador.
Okay, listen, I'm so sorry. I really am. I completely, it's not that I forgot to record the podcast because I didn't. I remembered, but me and Ashley have been having like just mental health issues like out the wazoo. We're fine, like our like relationship wise. So you probably hear the birds in the background. We escaped New York is where I'm going with this. We got the F out of the city because it's dude, like we just been locked in this apartment for like 6 months now in this city where nothing is open and there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Everybody's leaving. It's pointless to be here, to be there anymore. So we're somewhere else, undisclosed location, at the in-laws, um, near wilderness. You know, I felt grass on my bare feet for the first time in maybe half a year. Maybe more, because before that it was winter. Like right going into the pandemic. It was like February, March. So I hadn't felt grass on my feet in, oh my God, so long. Wow. You take those things for granted, but then like, huh, I almost cried. I went outside and I haven't really been getting a lot of sunlight, but I have like the last couple of days just kind of sitting either inside with the window open, the sun shining down, or going outside for like 10 minutes. It's really hot out and just getting some color on my skin cuz I look dead. It's not good at all. And it finally started getting to us. Like the pandemic, it had been getting to us, but it hadn't been breaking us down in such a way. Like we had been doing fine up until that point, and then I think me on one day I just broke down and like couldn't control it, like having trouble breathing, like crying, all this shit, just full on anxiety attack. It was bad. And then Ashley had a similar thing the next day, and we were like, we have to get out of here. Like we have to. And so we did. We left and she's feeling better. I'm feeling a little better. We got to go back at some point, but for now we're off the reservation. So this is the short news from a different location. Not that it really matters because my studio just consists of a USB mic and a MacBook Air and some headphones that I got for free from some Amazon review that I made. And yeah, they gave me these $90 headphones for free. Good deal, right? I'm an influencer marketer. I I had class this morning, and the day, what, 2 days ago, I had my first day of classes. It was cool. It was fine. Studying social deviance, hoping to go into a career having to do with that. I like knowing what makes people do bad things, or not bad things. Yeah, deviant things. Things that deviate from what the norm is. So like we talked about today in class how smoking used to be the norm, and you would be like if you had a guest and you didn't put out an ashtray, you would actually be like an asshole for or like impolite for not being a good host. And now it's so different where like the smokers are the ones who are deviant because people know smoking is bad, don't do it. But the people that do it still are deviating from the norm, which is smoking equals unhealthy. So we're just talking about basic things like that so far, and spent most of the class like introducing ourselves to each other, and that just went so poorly because the thing about Zoom is when you have 24 people or more on a call like that, it not everybody's audio works, and then the people are talking over each other, the professor's trying to say something, but the student is still talking, and they don't realize it, and then one voice gets drowned out by the other, and it's just a whole disaster. And I'm not trying to say that distance learning doesn't work because it definitely does. We were able to get through a lecture and it worked out great. It's just the number of people in a Zoom call. I don't know. I feel like the class sizes need to be a little smaller, like cut in half or at least 75% of what they are right now. Because you can't do class the same way. You really can't. It's impossible. But am I going to talk about this whole time? No. I just wanted you guys to know why this is coming out on a Friday and didn't come out yesterday. And again, I'm so sorry. I've been good lately about the schedule. Like since we started that up, added some structure to my life, but things are a little bit shaken up this week. Whatever, right? We just you got to do what you got to do to be okay. You hear my guinea pigs in the background? Spike, what are you doing? He's crying a little bit because he wants his brother. I have yeah, I love these guinea pigs. They're so cute. We bring them we bring them everywhere. Like if we're staying overnight somewhere, we have to bring them and the cat because they all can't be alone, especially not the pigs. They they depend on us way too much and they're constantly grazing, so their hay needs to be changed all the time. So if we're gone for more than a day, that's not going to happen. That's an issue. That makes me anxious. I don't want to mess up their diets. Anyways, what is going on with the news? The Republican National Convention has been going on. That's what's up. I've been watching a lot of Fox News to keep up. Trump had a speech last night. That was long AF. Anybody tune in for that? I was gonna say I was falling asleep, but I wasn't. I was up playing GTA. I beat the game. Doesn't matter. It was a long speech though. Like even Fox News was saying like they kind of lost him there. He lost me at by the first hour. It just goes to show how much Donald Trump likes to talk and just flap his gums, whether it makes sense or not. And he likes to feed off the crowd, get them riled up. It makes him feel good. It's just a giant ego trip. You're just feeding this man's massive ego and his tiny schlong. So like I've said before, as the YouTubers at heart that we are, let's listen back to this speech. Not all of it, because like I said, it's fucking long, but there's like a 7-minute highlight reel of the most important parts. So here we go.
No time before have voters faced a clearer choice between two parties, two visions, two philosophies, or two agendas.
Oh, do you hear the air horns in the background? They did it. They really did it. I didn't hear those last night when I was listening or watching it live, but there were a shit ton of protesters in DC just trying to make as much noise as they could to drown out the president's speech. And that's what you hear in the background. That's not my audio, so I apologize. but it's not me. So I'm not sorry.
This election will decide whether we save the American dream or whether we allow a socialist agenda to demolish our cherished destiny. It will decide whether we rapidly create millions of high-paying jobs
Millions.
or whether we crush our
Why does he say millions and billions? Millions and billions. Like he's Dr. Evil. $1 billion.
industries and send millions of these jobs overseas, as has foolishly been done for many decades. Your vote will decide whether we protect law-abiding Americans or whether we give free rein to violent anarchists and agitators and criminals who threaten our citizens. And this election will decide whether we will defend the American way of life or whether we will allow a radical movement to completely dismantle and destroy it. That won't happen.
See what they're doing? They're trying to paint anything left, anybody that's left, as like a radical Marxist or a radical anarchist. They don't even know what those words mean, but they know that their people don't like those words, and they can make us look bad. So continue.
At the Democrat National Convention, Joe Biden and his party repeatedly
I wanna take a
assailed
look at the
America
crowd,
as a
see
land of racial,
how
economic,
white
and
it is.
social injustice. So tonight I ask you a simple question. How can the Democrat Party ask to lead our country when it spends so much time tearing down our country? They do not see America as the most free, just, and exceptional nation on earth. Instead, they see a wicked nation that must be punished for its sins.
Why does what? Okay, no, it's not. I don't think that's the issue. I think, yeah, it's the people in charge are shitty, and they're working in their best interests for, well, their own interests, and it's corrupt, and we need to get those people out. But they're not trying to punish the country. They're trying to save it.
And we will also provide tax credits to bring jobs out of China back to America. And we will impose tariffs on any company that leaves America to produce jobs overseas.
That's punishing Americans right there. Just saying.
We will make sure our companies and jobs stay in our country, as I've already been doing for quite some time, if you've noticed. Joe Biden's agenda is made in China. My agenda is made in the USA. In recent months,
Really
our
piling
nation
on the China hate
and the
this
entire
week.
planet has been struck by a new and powerful, invisible enemy. Like those brave Americans before us, we are meeting this challenge. We are delivering life-saving therapies and will produce a vaccine before the end of the year, or maybe even sooner.
Don't count on it.
We will defeat the virus, end the pandemic, and emerge stronger than ever before. When I took bold action to issue a travel ban on China very early indeed, Joe Biden called it hysterical and xenophobic. And then I introduced a ban on Europe very early again. If we had listened to Joe, hundreds of thousands more Americans would have died. Instead of following the science, Joe Biden wants to.
But he closed off the country to those countries way too late. He said the virus was a impeachment hoax. He played it off like it wasn't real. So when he says no, he acted on the virus, he didn't. He didn't want to even treat it like it existed. He just ignored it. and we lost 170,000 plus people in this country because of that inaction, negligence on his part. So don't listen to this red-faced fucking loser.
To inflict a painful shutdown on the entire country. His shutdown would inflict unthinkable and lasting harm on our nation's children,
On our economy, on my money.
families, and citizens of all backgrounds. The cost of the Biden shutdown would be measured in increased drug overdoses, depression, alcohol addiction, suicides.
Everyone's gonna die if you vote for Biden. Everything's just gonna be really bad. Like, I won't tell you how to get there, but it's just gonna be really bad. Everyone's gonna be overdosing and dying and killing themselves, and it's all Biden's fault. It's not me causing everybody's mental health to go over the edge.
Heart attacks, economic devastation, job loss, and much more. Joe Biden's plan
Just
is
say
not
you're
a
worried about
solution
jobs
to
and the
virus,
economy, and
but
that's it.
rather it's a surrender to the virus.
You can't fight a virus. Like, we're gonna go outside and fight this thing with our fists. Like, yeah, we're gonna take on this virus. The only way to take it on is to, like, stay away from other people and stop the spread. You can't, well, we're gonna punch it right in the fucking puss. Like, what? You can't. These people think, like, oh, we're tough and we're, like, it's toxic masculinity to its fullest, and not being able to accept that there is nothing you can do about this trapped situation we are all in. Not accepting defeat, not accepting where we need to change, and not accepting the mistakes. There's no accountability here.
My administration has a very different approach. To save as many lives as possible, we are focusing on the science, the facts, and the data. We are aggressively sheltering those at highest risk, especially the elderly, while allowing lower risk Americans to safely return to work and to school. And we want to see so many of those great states be opened by Democrats. We want them to be open. They have to.
Blaming the Democrats for taking the actions that needed to be taken due to your lack of action. This is so ass backwards. I don't have any other comment for that statement.
To be open. They have to get back to work.
They need to make me more money so that I can get elected again.
Back to work, and they have to get back to school. Most importantly,
If they don't go back to school, then they'll be mad at me because it's my fault that they're not able to go back to school safely because I let the virus in. But I can't let them know that because I'm special. I'm a special guy. I'm a very special snowflake. Dude, fuck you.
America's scientific genius to produce a vaccine in record time. Under Operation Warp Speed, we have 3 different vaccines in the final stage of trials right now, years ahead of what has been achieved before. Nobody thought it could ever be done this fast. Normally it would be years, and we did it in a matter of a few months. We're producing them in advance so that hundreds of millions of doses will be quickly available. We will have a safe and effective vaccine this year, and together we will crush the virus.
We will crush it.
I love
Crush
you
it.
all. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Boo. And then the fireworks. Did you know fireworks are really bad for the environment?
Donald Trump, bad for the environment. Vote Biden 2020.
Like, they both suck. They both suck. And I'm so sorry to the people that don't know what to do, that just don't want to vote, because I understand your pain. I know where you're coming from. And man, like, it's picking between, like, picking between like a hot sauce enema and and chili pepper dental floss. Like it's gonna hurt either way, but personally, the hot sauce enema would hurt a lot more for me. So do with that what you will. Um, you could also just go with neither, but then how are you gonna like function? That's not a good example. I'm sorry about the hot sauce enema. Ow, my ass. That was only like 5 minutes total of the speech there that we just broke down, or that I broke down over. um, that's not even like a fucking, not even a fraction of it. It was so long. It was maybe like an hour and a half. And I was just sitting there drinking soju, which, by the way, if you've never tried soju, go out to the liquor store, put on your mask, and go out to the liquor store. Grab your ID, fake ID, whatever it is. No, don't grab your fake ID. I'm sorry. Real ID. Go pick up some soju from the liquor store, bring it home, sit down, watch this speech if you haven't already, and just cry. Cry the way I've cried multiple times this week. Oh, sorry, acid reflux. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Alex, please remember to edit this out. I'm not gonna. I guarantee you this is still gonna be in. And if it is, please let me know. If you're listening to this and like comes up, just say, yeah, you left it in. Okay, great. So what was I saying? But like honestly, the whole night was like that. Was just everything somebody said. Because it wasn't just Trump. Like Ivanka spoke. Some dude that I with the last name Cotton spoke. Um, it and they all just spouted a bunch of lies and false statistics that are, spin a narrative their direction, and it's cringe. It's very cringe. But I'm sure if you're somebody that believes everything that they say and agrees with all those things, like it was everything that you wanted to hear. I'm sure. And more. You guys see Don Jr. and his girlfriend's speeches? They were coked out of their minds. It was crazy. It was crazy. The coke was all over the nose. You could see it in Don Jr.'s eyes. He was like bloodshot, the way you get after you just do a line. And oh man, did I talk about this already? Let me just listen back to the old episode. We have a situation in this house. There's no beer, and I don't know how to get beer delivered because I haven't driven anywhere in like maybe 8 months. So fuck, man. What am I gonna do? How do I get beer? I'm freaking out, man. Enable location. Turn on notifications. Hell yeah. Okay, what do we do here? If this works out, I'll give this app a shout out. I will. Okay. I see a lot of tequila. Oh, White Claw. White Claw. Mango pods and White Claw. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my own song. I'm such a narcissist. This is a tough decision, guys. Do I go with the 12 pack of White Claw, or do I go with the beer? Cause see, I like White Claw, but I like beer. And which one is gonna hurt my stomach and my reflux more? I don't know. It's anybody's call. Okay, technical difficulties here with the Saucy app. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I'm just trying to order some fucking Bud Light. That is all. This does not need to be so difficult. I'm so pissed off. So that didn't work out because of my location, apparently. I'm not able to get alcohol delivered. So I'm pissed off. I don't want to be here anymore. What am I doing? This is fucking stupid. Okay, I paused it for a second there. This just in, I ordered a 24 pack of Bud Light. Hell yeah, I am not doing this alone and sober. It's not happening. It's not happening. Normally, if we were home right now, I would be home drinking a beer because it's Friday and I want to chill. I can't do that. I can't do that here. Ah, man. Like it's like the same problem as the city, but even less for me to do. Like I can't get jewel pods. How am I going to do that? I don't have a car. I can't get them delivered. It's fucked, man. We're going to have to take this week to quit. Which I've been trying to do for maybe a year now. And every time I try, I lose it. I don't know, man. What else is going on in the world? I'm sorry for getting mad before. I am. We're all human, right? We all have demons we have to tackle. Oh man, I don't know when I'm going home, but I have to soon because I need my medical marijuana and nobody will get in the way of that. Nobody. That's my dilemma though. You don't need to hear about it. The dude, like the whole convention was just constant bullshit. And I know like my dad was probably watching this the whole time like, yeah, I agree with all of this. We need our economy and it's like, yeah, we need our economy back up and running, but we also need people to be alive to enjoy the fruits of a good economy. And I think keeping people alive, preserving life comes before preserving the economy. Dude, like, you can't just be thinking about yourself and all your money. You're a fucking millionaire or whatever. You super elite junkwads, whatever you are. And there's people below you that are suffering so much more. Economically, socially, like health wise, so much more disadvantaged than you just because you're not making millions of dollars right now. That upsets you and that makes you angry at the people beneath you. Dude, what the hell? How ass backwards is that? Like if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, you should be spending some of that fortune to help give back to the community instead of just profiting and profiting while you crush other people. Because when these millionaires and billionaires, when they make all this money, they're taking away opportunities and financial like means from people beneath them, from the very people who work for them and do the hard labor for them. How is that okay? It's not. There's no way you can convince me that that is all right without saying, "Oh, well, they're just lazy." And me being like, "That's bullshit." The people that are making less than these fucking billionaires like Bezos are doing 5 times the amount of hard labor and getting paid pennies for it. We're all financially struggling. And most likely, Mr. Billionaire, a lot more than you. Or millionaire or whatever. Like we're all fucking struggling in our own different ways, but dude, the economy comes after making sure that this pandemic doesn't spread and kill hundreds of thousands more people. When did human life stop mattering? Like the fuckwad de Blasio, I've been harassing him on Twitter like every single day because he said nothing about the opening of the schools, and I know for a fact that they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan to keep the teachers safe. They have like a 2-page summary of what they want to do, what they want to achieve, but they have no structured steps to how they're going to achieve safety for all of their employees. They don't. They're just sending the youngest people to do the hardest work. Just say, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine." Like, and everybody else gets to fucking live. And they're just gonna wing it when they get there. And de Blasio was like, "Oh, they have a plan. They'll figure it out. We can do this safely. Oh, well, if you can't do it, if the ventilation is bad, we can just hold school in the streets." Why are you so opposed to online learning? Because you're a fucking old boomer who doesn't know how to work a computer other than to copy and paste a tweet from your publicist into your account? You are the worst. The worst. Like, I looked up last night how to run for mayor and what are the requirements. And I just need to get my bachelor's degree and I'm good. Pretty much. I can enter the race for mayor. That doesn't mean I'll win. I'll just use the public forum, like the debate forum or whatever, to just completely trash on what the current mayor has been doing for the past however many years. Because he's a piece of shit. He sucks. Am I saying I could be the mayor of New York? No. But am I saying that I would do better than this mayor? Yeah, probably. Make better decisions, not sell out, because Trump said so. Debussy. Man, like, not to air out my problems the way I've been doing, but my dad, last time I talked to him, and I talked about this earlier in the week, like we haven't talked in a few days because when, like, this argument, he was just being such a corporate douchebag. I don't want to call him out too much here, but I mean, that is his job to be a corporate douchebag, but with your kid? Can you turn it off for a second? These executives, they treat friends and family as though they're like employees of theirs or something. There's always a need for leverage. There's always a power struggle. There's always manipulation. It's like, why are we doing business deals? Literally just talking to you about like what's going on at school. Like, how do you, I don't know how I ended up the way that I am, having grown up with Republican parents, like conservative country club family type vibe, and I completely rejected it. and my parents hate that so much that I turned out nothing like them, and they've always hated that I'm so different from them. And it's just like, sorry, I have morals a little bit. Like, I believe in human rights. I believe that we should all be considered equals, and that the 1% shouldn't have like the majority of the money, because logically that doesn't make sense, because we should all have the same amount of resources. There can be some competition there, but everyone should have what they need. And then we can focus on what people want. But that's not the way they see it. It's an every man for themselves type deal. Oh, like, you're just not working hard enough if you didn't make it. And it's like, no, dude. There's so many other factors stacked against people. Just because you're like a straight white man who grew up in a certain time period where things weren't as hard and you were able to get by, and now you're like at the top of your game, dude, not everybody has that advantage. Okay? A lot of us have to deal with racism, whether it be systemic or just in our everyday social lives or whatever. A lot of people have to deal with economic struggles or a lack of education or bad parents or whatever it is that fucks you up and makes it hard to just work hard and then you'll make it. That's the biggest bullshit anyone will ever tell you about America. Oh yeah, you can just make it if you work hard. There are so many people that work their asses off that make like minimum wage their whole lives. That's while people there are people that just sit on their computer watching porn in their office all day and then like boss around their employees beneath them and like fire people. And that's their fucking job they get paid millions to do. How is that fair? I've worked in IT. I've seen what these executives look at. It's not fucking fair. How do the people at the bottom do more work than the people at the top who are making more? Somebody explain that to me. This doesn't have to do with hard work. It really doesn't. It's something else. I'm so excited for Bud Light time. Anyways, yeah, so you know where my opinions lie then after that whole rant. My dad was mad at me because I support Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and he called her some choice words and then said she was going to ruin his life. She's a representative from the Bronx. I don't know how she applies to you. She doesn't. That's the thing. You're just mad because a young woman of color is talking about things that you disagree with. And you're afraid of her power. But really, she's at the beginning of her career. You don't have anything to worry about right now. Maybe after you're gone. But that's not now. So to treat her this way and to be so extreme about hating her, it just doesn't make sense. She represents the people of the Bronx. Like, she's from there. She gets them. Representative, who do you want to be the representative from the Bronx then? Again, who's that guy? Ted Sessions or Jeff Sessions or whatever his name is? Yeah, Jeff Sessions. You want someone like him to represent the Bronx? Does that make sense to you? Does it? It doesn't, right? Because if you look at the demographics of the Bronx, they would tell you that doesn't look, that's not representative of all of the races and genders and all of the shit going on here and the culture and like this something's not right here, right? No, they picked somebody who actually makes sense. So if you hate her, then you hate the Bronx. Which, why would you do that? Why do you hate the Bronx then? Begs the question. What's wrong? What's different there than Ridgefield, Connecticut? Huh? And my dad's probably gonna call this weekend. He's gonna be like, oh, so what's going on with Ashley's school? And I'm gonna be like, well, colleges are going online. You know this. We've talked about this. And my school is online. My brother's school is online. It's the right thing to do. And he's gonna be like, oh well, they need to try to open them. And it's this whole thing again. And it's like, what? Why do you bring this up if you know that we're gonna have a huge disagreement about it every single time? Like the Republicans love to start shit. They do. It's this thing. They just want to see the other side pissed off. And meanwhile, I'm just trying to avoid making this like a partisan issue at all. But no, it comes down to politics every time. And somehow it always circles back around to AOC. And it's like, dude, what you don't have she has nothing to do with you. You're not even on her radar. Don't think so highly of yourself. You're not Jeff Bezos, okay? You'll never be Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry. Oh, now my dad's gonna he's gonna have these dreams in the middle of the night or like hear voices in his bedroom like, Bob, Bob. He's like, what? What? You'll never be like me. And he looks in the mirror and it's Jeff Bezos. You'll never be like me, Bob. You'll never be as rich as me. You'll never be as successful or as powerful as I am. You're a failure. like, like the Green Goblin, like the weird Willem Dafoe scenes where he's talking in the mirror. The heart, Osborne. Go for the heart. You'll never be like me, Bob. I'm worth $1 trillion. Ooh. Just haunting his ego forever. Because, businessmen are so, just into themselves. It's bad. Like, a lot of my family, I won't say, all of them, but, a good portion of them are in that executive elite Republican life. And that was always shitty growing up in because I felt trapped and I felt like I was wrong for believing in human rights. And, it's almost like being gaslit, but not exactly because you're questioning your own sanity and you're like, am I wrong for thinking that not enough is being done for the Black community? And when people like my peers at school would say something either very racist or rapey or do something that would just, that everyone now knows is just wrong. I questioned whether or not I was just being a pussy, because that's what everybody called me, including my family. Stop being such a fucking pussy. I was like, I don't think I'm being being a wuss or anything about this. I think I'm using my head mostly and using empathy, which you'd think everybody has that built in. Maybe some people just hide from it because they don't want to feel other people's pain and they want to just move forward with their lives. Hence why a lot of people steamroll people, just bully them, beat them down, oppress them, that whole deal. But it wasn't until I got to college and met people outside of my shitty, super white, rich town that I met people that agreed with me and where the norm was social justice and equality and things that would be, I guess, considered liberal values or radical left values. But it and then it felt as though I was crazy for ever believing that those Republican ideals were right and that I was wrong. In short, I was wrong about being wrong. I guess that's how you would put it. And that was mind-blowing. I think I didn't really understand politics that much when I was growing up. My parents just, they really simplified Democrats and Republicans for me and said, you have no choice. You have to be a conservative. And I went to camp for like 3 weeks and came back super liberal because, you know, in the 3 weeks that I had spent away from my brainwashing parents, I had developed a sense of independent thought, which I had never had before. I came back and that was a problem because now I had all these ideas about human rights and the economy and racism and all that type of stuff. And that was that didn't fare well for me in my house. That didn't fare well for me at school because those were all extreme ideas to those people, to my parents, to my peers, to my friends, to whoever. It was always like, "Oh, you're being such a pussy." Like, no, I just don't think that saying the N word, calling like the only black kid in school the N word is funny at all in any way. That's a cheap fucking shot. That's a painful one. And that's the type of shit that would go on, and I would just like cringe so much because I knew or I felt like it was wrong, and now I know like yeah, I'm not yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy in the sense of like my beliefs are nuts. It comes down to human rights, and the opposition to that either compartmentalizes the economy and human rights into two different places that are completely apart from each other, or they have no empathy. They have no empathy. That's the only thing I can really think of going on there. Because if you're thinking about other people and their struggles and how they could be worse off than you, and thinking, okay, how can we as people help them get through this and get to our level or better? Um, if you're not thinking that way, then you're just you don't you're obviously not gonna worry about the same things that I worry about. And you're gonna get mad at me for saying things like retrain the police. I'm not saying defund them. I'm saying retrain them. But that's an extreme idea apparently. That like saying that they could possibly be doing something wrong that needs to be addressed or amended. That's for some reason equated to like extremism. When we were raised to believe that police officers are meant to be these militarized figures, when in other countries it's not at all this way. The police are there to keep the peace, not disrupt it like they've been doing. And it's simple things like that. Like, yeah, police shouldn't be just shooting all these unarmed black men just because of like racial profiling. That should stop happening. Um, I don't like now I don't understand why that's such an extreme view to have that that's wrong. The only way that I can explain it, I guess, is that Republicans are racist in one way or another, or, or they don't all have to be racist, but they could be ignorant to the idea of empathy. So if you're not thinking about other people, then you're just worried about like your own zone, your one track mind. Everybody needs to live like you. And if they're not, then fuck them, right? Then they're doing something wrong. I've lived with people like this my whole life. And it's no good. It's unhealthy, fucks you up, and you question your sanity. Don't let people like that and people in this administration and this government in general fuck with you that way. You can't. It's way too damaging. Like the way that they make you question what you saw them just say a day ago. Like, oh no, I didn't say that. I never said that. It's like, yes, you did. You fucking, playback, instant replay. It's right fucking there. But then they say like, no, like the sky isn't blue. It's purple. What are you talking about? The sky is purple. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. There's no such thing as the sun. And it's like shining right in their fucking face. You question your sanity. You're like, are they actually right? Am I wrong for thinking these things? Don't let them shake you down like that. You can't. I guess that's my little rant on on why I am the way that I am. But Bud Light came. Bud Light train is here. Choo choo. Oh, it's fizzling. Sorry. I wasn't expecting foam. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, me too. I want to look at Nikocado too. Nikocado avocado, guys. That was a joke. I know you can't hear me. Or, yeah, whatever. Like, this isn't Dora the Explorer or Blue's Clues, but, you know, you gotta make it fun around here. Nikocado avocado. Compilation, like new. So he broke up with his husband, and he has a new boyfriend, and he accidentally pooped on his boyfriend, like, recently. Top 5 moments ever. We could see that one, but okay, 1 second. Let me pause this again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
We're going to be doing delicious, spicy noodle food recipe, kitchen, cook, nice, friendly stuff. Okay, this is hot chicken flavor kitchen cooking stuff. And guess what? I look like a bowling ball. I look like a bowling ball.
Ew.
Except you can't bounce the bowling balls because they weigh too much like me.
Oh my god. The man is off his meds, people. He's just shaking his belly up and down. He's like jumping up and down. I feel bad for whoever lives downstairs from him. It's just a fucking earthquake. I don't know, what are the things that measure earthquakes? Shit, what are those called? I'm so stupid. The Richter scale. Yeah, that's like a number, whatever, on the Richter scale. I don't know the Richter scale anymore, okay? That was like middle school. I'm sorry. I let you down. He's still doing it. He's like stomping around, his jiggling.
I'm out of breath. My knees are gonna buckle.
Yeah, because you're like 500 pounds.
I'm out of breath. That was too hard. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, because you're 500 pounds and you just went stomping around your room screaming for like 5 minutes straight. I'm like 140 pounds at most, and I'm out of breath just walking upstairs. Like 2 flights of stairs, not like 1. But like, no shit, you're gonna be tired. I'm tired from just doing that, dude. You're carrying a whole pickup truck. You're carrying a whole dump truck, dude.
Wait, we can force a smile.
Is he crying? But he's forcing a smile.
Hello. I have cheese. I love cheese.
He's nuts.
I love cheese. I love cheese. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. This can't be real.
Yes, I do. I can force a smile. I mean, that's, can I force a smile? Can I just go like this? Crazy channel. This is the crazy channel. Mukbangers, they don't do it like I do, okay? But you guys, this is a really special day. Hi, welcome, sit down. I'm officially single, okay, in case you're wondering out there, guys.
How long do you think the Nikocado Orlin breakup is gonna last for? I don't think it's gonna be very long. They'll probably be back together soon. This happens like every 5 minutes. They get into some sort of domestic violence dispute where they beat the shit out of each other with their fat fucking arms, and and then they break up, and then Nikocado cries for like a couple episodes while he binges on more noodles or whatever the fuck he's moved on to like Burger King and Popeyes, and dude needs to stop. He needs to turn into like a workout channel. He needs to turn into like a Peloton streamer. Do they have that? Peloton streamers? That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. I want that job.
I'm officially single.
But yeah, so they might be back together soon.
So you can come put a ring on it. I don't even have a ring because it busted open because I gained so much water weight. But yeah, I just posted my video with Orlin, my significant other. Well, used to be, and it was our last video ever. And this is not trolling. This is not any jokes or anything. This is for real.
This is jokes.
I really had up to here. In that video, he threw food in my face. It was just a whole to do. It was like clownery. It was like watching the circus. It literally could have been on like MTV, like Crazy People. Create a show called The Crazy
MTV
People.
Crazy People.
It was my last straw. All the things that he did to me, and again, throwing the food in my face and pushing me around. It was just too much, you guys. Too much. Okay, so here's all that extra water that, as you saw, that was left. It's turned into a milk. This is cheese milk.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
Cheese milk up in here. All right, so I'll be using it to cool off, as well as my Curtis water bottle. This goes with me everywhere. You should get one too. Link down below to get a discount if you buy one.
Oh my god. Oh. That's so gross. Oh, that's so fucking gross. I'm actually gonna puke. I actually might puke. Oh my fucking god. I don't want to describe it. Cheese milk. Let's continue. Let's continue. The fuck is wrong with him?
Krill oil and B12. I'm so excited. My digestion, though. I'm so nervous for my digestion.
This is why. This is why he poops himself. Oh God! No, he just farted. Oh, why did he do that?
So,
what is he gonna chug this Pepto-Bismol now? Because he has really bad gas. He farts and poops himself on the daily, and it's just he needs a therapist. He needs medication. He probably, as somebody who's been to the psych ward before, he needs the psych ward.
It's good to coat your insides with this first.
Is it?
And after. Cheers! I'm so excited. Anything else? You can watch me take my first bite because that'll make you jealous. This has Munster cheese, cheese powder, and fire sauce.
What the fuck is wrong with
It's
you?
very cheesy looking.
What is wrong with you, Mr. Avocado?
Good. Oh yeah, you can see the clumps of cheese in here in the Munster. Cheers, you guys. Hey. I know I'm kind of far back, but I want to eat all these. So
I can't with this one.
shoot. You know what? There's enough cake. Oh,
Is
there's
that lobster?
Look at all this. This is the okay. There's the butter. Everything
All right, let's
is made
keep
with.
going. Let's keep going. Let's chug along. He just threw the whole tray of food, and then it like came back and hit him. That's what you get for making me almost puke on pod.
Well, my body didn't like it last night. The back doors were open wide in the middle of the night. I couldn't even clench them tight. I am having to wash my sheets. I'm in my bedroom right now.
Ew.
I'm having to wash these sheets that are stained again. I have no more sheets. I have to go.
You pooped in all of your sheets?
I know. You're really excited about that. Come on, get your purse, get your bag, get your keys, get your popcorn. We're going to go hop into the car.
Because I shat my sheets.
I still look really large and in charge because I am. We're going to go to Walmart and buy new sheets because look at
large and in need of a barge.
I can't. I have no control of the back doors. I can't do this no more. My body can't hold in my poop no more. I'm 64. Oh.
What?
Listen, my butt is squeezed in the middle of the night. This happened in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, you guys.
This happened.
It happened in the middle of the night. So that means...
Is this a poem? He's like, it happened in the middle of the night. 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 It happened in the middle of the night.
Conscious body is throwing out poo-poo on my sheets. I can't take this no more. And it's your fault. It's your fault for watching these videos. Then leave. You said you wanted to eat this. And then you changed your mind halfway through the video. And now there's food on my wall.
I did not throw that on the wall. That was you. That was you. Filthy.
Filthy. Out. Divorce me now. Okay. Good. It's official. We're getting a divorce. This video. This channel. My diabetes. My weight. Everybody.
Uh-oh. He's I don't know, like, what is this? If we have any psychiatrists or psychologists or anybody that even a psychology major, you wanna chime in on this, let me know what you think is going on here. What do you think the diagnosis is? Wow. What the hell? Ew, the slurping. I hate this.
So disgusting.
Wait. What is this? What is this coming up?
Wow, I just rubbed snot on my eyes.
Nice. Always helps.
I'm ugly. I'm disgusting. Every time I
Okay.
look at myself in the viewfinder, I'm like, I'm so disgusting.
Jeez, when you look in the viewfinder of the camera while I was recording and just start crying. Oh my god. Ouch. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. I'm asking him to stop gaining weight.
And be like, oh wow, I like what I see, because I don't.
Oh, you like what you see? Like them F cups.
What happens? My sock comes flying out my bottom.
Ew.
This sauce comes flying out of my butt.
Ew.
And I've stained not one, not two, but 3 sets of sheets.
3
sets of sheets have been stained with this sauce, everybody. This one of these spicy nuclear sauces come flying out my butt.
Spicy.
Guess what? My doors can't hold it back no more. Hey, 64. And I know my neighbors can hear me. Hello? I'm not okay. This is just not okay. My butt is having explosions. What's going on? I can't handle this no more. 64.
This is just his whole channel for however many years it's been. It's just documenting one giant long mental breakdown. Oh, good lord. This dude needs some help. Anybody wants to help out Nikocado Avocado with free therapy? Just, I don't know, Instagram him? Maybe that'll work. Should we do a relationship advice before we go? Yes. Relationship advice. Boom. Let's see what we got going on here. My girlfriend said I pray your dog gets hit by a car in a fight. An hour later, my dog was hit by a car. I don't think I can ever look at her the same again. Jesus. Break up with her. That's my advice. She's like a witch or something. We gotta drown her. How to navigate large differences in salary in a relationship. Expecting dad here. After my wife and I babysat her niece, I realized I'm not prepared at all. That's normal, but I don't know how to help you because I'm not a father, nor do I plan on being one. Anytime soon, at least. Cousin asked me not to bring my disabled husband to her wedding. Well, then disown that cousin. Is my 23 male girlfriend, 33 female, married and cheating on me? What? This has piqued my interest. 10-year age difference, alright. Me and my girlfriend have been going strong 6 months now, and I'm beginning to suspect she might be married. I have been to her house less than 3 times. The first time I went, I noticed she had a bunch of pictures of her kids, and ex-husband. I thought it was kind of strange to have pictures of her ex, so I asked why. She claimed that it's for her kids, because they have dual custody. The second and final time I went, she had changed the pictures to make me more comfortable. Since then, she has refused to have me over and deflects even when I try to come over for a quickie. She has a bunch of military stuff, but she never served. In fact, she won't tell me what her job is. She refuses to post about me on social media and gets upset and makes me delete my posts about her. I have never met a single one of her friends, and she doesn't want to meet mine. All of our dates take place at least 25 minutes from our town. Dude, I think you know what's going on here. She says that she's allergic to cologne, but she does wear some type of perfume. Dude, come on. This is obvious. She doesn't give oral because she thinks it's disrespectful for anyone she kisses after. When I asked who else she was kissing, she said her kids. If she is, what should I do? I'm really not trying to let people know I was fucking a married woman and get my ass beat. And despite how our relationship seems, we're very serious. I assume she doesn't want me in every facet of her life yet in case we break up early. I don't blame her. This is the only relationship I've been in that's lasted more than 4 months. Oh, dude, well, you're holding on to hope here. This is someone who needs advice who hasn't had the experience of heartbreak yet in their lives. Listen, as somebody who went through a woman-hating phase in college after this this fucking this this horrible, horrible woman that ruined my life, embittered me to women. I so I can help you here. Is what I'm saying, dude. Dude, you're straight up. You're the mistress. You know that episode of The Office where Michael starts like hooking up with that bartender or bar manager, and he finds out she's married, and he's like, "Wait, I'm the mistress." That's what this is, dude. You're the mistress. Get out of there, man. Like, yeah, it's lasted a while, but she doesn't even want you to meet her friends. She doesn't want to meet yours. She doesn't let you come over. She won't even blow you, dude. What the hell is that? Because she's gonna be kissing other people. She's straight up like admitting to that. And she kept pictures of her husband around. There's military gear that's not hers. Whose military gear is that? That was just left over from the last person who lived there. No, dude. She's fucking married, dude. She's married. I know it's a shitty truth to realize right now, but she is married. And you are the mistress. So my advice to you in all of this is to abandon ship. Abandon ship, dude. Find somebody that's going to respect you and give you their full time and attention and energy. Not someone that's just going to use you as a side person, a side piece, and like not let you into not every facet, but any facets of their life. That's got to be painful for you. 6 months of this? Fuck that, man. Cut it off. End it. What do people in the comments say? Sorry to break it to you, but it sounds like you're the other guy. 1, you've been to her house 3 times. 2, your dates take place 30 minutes out of town. 3, she won't tell you what her job is. 4, she won't meet your friends and doesn't want you meeting hers. 5, no oral because it's rude to kiss someone after. Has she not heard of mouthwash? Sounds like you're a toy boy while her husband is serving in the military. Sorry. Oh my God. I didn't even think of that with the military guy. I thought he was just a former military. Like, I didn't realize he's probably serving. He's probably abroad or something. He's deployed. And she's fucking around. I knew somebody who'd do that. This woman, Margot, that I worked with at Stop and Shop. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. She would fuck anybody, anything with a dick at that job. She fucked my manager. She tried to fuck other people. She fucked around all the time. Meanwhile, she's married and her husband is deployed in Afghanistan. How fucked up is that? How fucked up are people? And now I'm going to start sounding like the women hater that I used to be when I was 18, but they want to say it's just us men doing fucked up shit. That is the most evil, vile, just poisonous shit. He's risking his life for the country, and you're just becoming the town bicycle while he's gone. Fuck, man. Get out of there, okay? Find somebody that's going to respect you the way you respect them. That's what it comes down to. All right, man. I got to get ready for therapy. This Why'd I say that? I don't need to tell you guys these things. But yeah, I got to get ready for therapy. It's been good. Thank you guys for understanding that the episode was going to be late. I'll get this up as soon as possible. Happy Friday. Maybe I'll record a bonus this weekend. We'll see. Love you guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Alex_MADORE. Um, yeah, that's about it. My music is there. Um, all right. Yeah, love you guys. Peace.